Success is a journey, not really a destination. Success doesn't usually hit you in the face. It's more of a slow building process and journey. It's trial and error. You can start out thinking that you want to do one thing, and that branches off into something else, and the beat goes on. You want to give each one a chance to work rather than jumping from one shiny object to another. However, most of us don't start out knowing exactly what we want to do for the next 5 years, particularly if you've left your career and you want to do something different, but you don't really know what you want to do. I went through many iterations just in the last 3 years. First, I thought I wanted to do something and then started a podcast showcasing women who had struggled through a rocky life to become who they are today. They were great role models, and you can view them on my podcast, TrailBlazers Impact, and on my YouTube channel at TrailBlazers Impact Interviews. Well, I continue to do those interviews, but I've slanted them more to business and leadership models. What I found is that I was spending a lot of money learning about content writing, headline writing, email list development, funnels, and the many aspects of marketing online. Spending, but not seeing any revenue. First, I thought I really have to find my avatar, my ideal client. And honestly, that took me a couple of years to settle on my primary avatar being a woman over 60 who wants to do something different in her life, but she's not sure what. I had lived that life for many years, and it continues to intrigue me today. I've published a book, I've completed recorded courses, and now I'm doing a series of live workshops, which start as a quiz, which I also had to learn to do. And that series is on leadership. I'm going to do the same process for entrepreneurship. And I'm going to wrap it all up within the Reignite Your Life group as I move into success coaching with my certification as a coach. I can save time and money, I think, for other people who are on this journey. So this is the strategic process that seems to work. You start with a quiz, which leads you to a webinar, which leads to a workshop. Now, the workshop is the first time you are actually charging money, which leads to a Facebook group, which leads to a membership group. And that's where more money will come, is from the membership group. One other strategy I've discovered is contrary to most of the advice that you get today. You may be able to develop an umbrella approach, which means that you serve more than one avatar. So everybody said, niche down, only have one avatar. But that didn't work 100% for me. So here's a thought. If you start out with a clear image of who your avatar is and what are her pain points or problems that you can solve, that seems to be important. And you have to remember, it's not about you, it's about them, not about what your product is or your service is that you want to do. It's really about what do they need. But along the way, you may find that you already have a cadre of people who know and trust you from past experience, but they don't quite fit your model avatar. So the question is, how could both avatars use your product? And could they? If so, why not use a dual marketing approach? One being something like leadership or entrepreneurship, and another being focused on the avatar you really want to end up with. So that means that you could have perhaps younger people, in my example, who still want and need the leadership and even the entrepreneurship skills and knowledge, but they don't want the reignite your life over 60 because they're not over 60. So that's why I'm saying if you can make some money by giving the products that both of your groups might want, but focus a lot of your marketing on the avatar that you want to end up with, then both can enjoy the leadership skills, for instance, and the entrepreneurial knowledge that I can impart, but I have a larger group to draw from that both want and need the services. So I'm going to give this concept a try. So stay tuned and I'll let you know where my journey leads me.